Hi, I'm Dawn from Woodland Manufacturing, and I wanted to give you a few tips on how to paint our outdoor wood letters with a brush. Outdoor wood letters are ideal for signs under cover and not fully exposed to the elements or somewhat temporary signs. Here in our shop, a professional painter sprays and sands these letters using a multiple-step process with a primer, automotive paint, and UV protectant clear coat. If you are on a budget and want to paint them yourself, I'm going to show you how to paint your wood letters at home. Your wood letters can last quite a while outdoors if you follow the instructions from the paint manufacturer, use high-quality materials, and take care to seal the letter well. Painting with a brush is the most common way to finish wood letters. You will need a bristle or sponge brush, 220 and 300 or 400 grit sandpaper, a clean damp cloth, and something to protect your work surface. If you bought MDO letters, you may need to patch chips and the plies with a high-grade wood filler or Bondo-type product. With exterior primer and paint, it has been our experience you get what you pay for. It's a good idea to get the highest grade paint from a top paint brand. It's best to prime and paint your letters following the paint manufacturer's instructions exactly, but here's a general idea. Wipe the letters with a damp cloth to remove dust to start with a clean surface. Prime the sides of the letter first. Once the sides are coated, sand the drips of paint off of the face of the letter. Wipe off any residual dust with a damp paper towel or rag. Prime the face of the letter with brush strokes in the same direction using a modest amount of paint. Once that dries completely, flip the letter over and primer the back. The fibers of MDF get fuzzy when painted, and you may want to run a wet sponge around the letter to get the loose fibers to swell and really show themselves for sanding. Take some 300 grit sandpaper and sand down the fibers for a smooth finish. If you have large letters, you can use an orbit sander. Now it's time to paint. As with the primer, start painting the sides of the letter. Gently sand the paint drips off of the face. Paint the face of the letter with brush strokes in the same direction. Once the paint is dry, you can lightly sand down the brush strokes if you want. Put another coat of paint on to further protect the letter. Once your letters are completely dry, they are ready to install. Painting wood letters with a brush is a bit of a process, but when they are done, you have some affordable sign letters that look pretty good. We would love to paint your letters for you in our professional paint booth with automotive-grade paint for extra longevity. But if the painted price doesn't fit your budget, you can paint them by following the paint manufacturer's instructions and using quality primer and paint. It is ideal to mount them protected from the elements if possible. It is essential for the wood to be absolutely covered with paint, as moisture and direct sun will deteriorate outdoor wood letters if not completely coated. If any moisture penetrates the finish, the letter will deteriorate. We have seen letters fail because the customer didn't follow the paint instructions, didn't completely cover the letter, or gave access to moisture by screwing through the face of the letter. If you have any questions, please contact us and we'll be happy to help you. I'm Dawn from Woodland Manufacturing, and thanks for watching.